What's up, everyone? Welcome to True Food Reviews, Shirt Game Strong. I'm Mark.
I'm Nick.
I said my name like I was about to say something else. I'm Mark, but I didn't.
That's all you got.
I was maybe going to say my last name, but then I didn't. Today we're looking at a bit of a forbidden fruit. Ooh, the pomegranate. Okay, here's some fun facts for those of you who don't know. The pomegranate is a native fruit of the Middle East. Its name in Latin means apple with many seeds, but it actually looks somewhat like a petrified tomato.
Petrified how?
Yes. In ancient Greek mythology, the pomegranate was also known as the fruit of the dead.
Wow.
I guess that's kind of why I get the petrified look. It's the fruit of the dead. Ancient Egyptians were often buried. How would you say
buried.
How would you say it?
Buried.
Okay. With pomegranates.
How many? I feel like two is fine, but like when you're looking at 63, that's too many.
Well, if they're under like a pile of pomegranates, I don't know.
That's weird.
A lot of death surrounding this fruit. I don't know if I should be concerned. Jewish tradition teaches that the pomegranate is a symbol of righteousness because its 613 seeds correspond with the 613 commandments of the Torah. However, the number of seeds in a pomegranate varies.
So one guy cut it open, counted. He took the time to count, and then was like, "Oh wow, this lines up with the Torah. This is really cool." It didn't occur to him that it wouldn't be the same in every pomegranate.
Yes.
Okay.
And lastly,
not much of a scientist then.
No, but it didn't say he was. He might have been. The pomegranate was introduced to California by Spanish settlers in 1769. This, however, is not a resource in Settlers of Catan.
No, absolutely not.
I can imagine that well, let's find out if this would be a sought-after resource or perhaps something that people, or would it be the sheep? The sheep equivalent, if this were Settlers of Catan.
Sheep are awful.
No, they're hardly good for anything.
Give up cards, that's it.
I don't think this skin is edible. It's really thick and it doesn't smell like anything. So I'm going to get out the trusty True Food Reviews knife and cut into this. Do you think I should go this way or this way?
I would cut that way. I don't think it matters.
You don't
I also think you should not cut yourself. That's just my advice.
Do you think this is going to be a juicer or?
I don't think there's going to be no juice.
It's thick. It's thick. It's putting up a fight.
Yeah, maybe this is why you shouldn't buy official knives at Dollarama.
We are not sponsored by Dollarama.
Dollarama, reach out if you're interested.
Yeah, tweet us at True Food Reviews, hashtag sponsorship,
business inquiries.
Okay,
So what's the main thing you think people think of when they think of pomegranates?
Isn't there a Greek myth where someone goes to Hades and they eat a pomegranate seed?
Oh, Persephone?
Persephone, yeah. Are you sure it's not Persephone?
43%.
Okay, I've gotten into it enough here. I want to see if I can actually pull it apart for the camera here. I'm really excited to see what this looks like. They didn't do there's not a lot of effort that's gone into the packaging. Oh, okay, here we go. So there's your 613 or more or less seeds for all the Torah readers in the audience. It looks like there's distinct sections here, kind of like a citrus fruit. I've sort of separated two sections. But then you can see there's a thin white membrane, which leads into the next section. So I got a pretty clean cut there. Oh, you did that a lot faster than I did. Cut. So I guess we'll just eat a few of these seeds and see what's up.
I don't know if it's a trick of the light, but your seeds look kind of darker and richer, and mine look a little bit more pale and sickly.
I wonder if that will translate to them being bitter.
We'll see.
Deep red is usually good when it comes to fruit.
There's no worry for me about bitterness. It's about sourness.
Interesting.
That's where you could encounter an issue.
Well, I'm actually going to try to get in here, get a bigger... So, sort of first thing I'm thinking here is, it's really neat how the seeds are encased in a juice bubble.
Yeah.
The inside of the fruit is not juicy. Like when you cut open an orange, you pull out one section. Within that section, you see there's sort of this fibrous quality to it,
Yeah.
which are that's kind of where the juice is. But here, the juice is contained perfectly around the seed. I hold it in my hand. I don't get juice on my hand, but then I bite it, and it's like a little pop, which is really, I got a bit of a membrane situation in my mouth.
It is a very unusual circumstance because normally you're looking for this kind of juicy, pulpy bit and to avoid the seed, or you're just looking for the seed.
In an orange, especially, you would spit out those seeds. But
Yeah.
here,
That's
you kind of have to eat them.
Yeah, it'd be virtually impossible to eat around them.
If I'm being honest, I don't love the actual seed part. It's not a great texture. It's kind of like a grape seed. Like a grape is kind of like an enlarged pomegranate seed in a way, with one tiny seed in the middle, but with a bigger element of fruit surrounding it. I've cut myself in here a bit. You just see they're really piled in there. I could easily see there being maybe not 613 in mine, but they're bunched together. Like there's a lot in there. I think if you really separated the seeds, it would almost look like a bowl of caviar.
For me, this kind of reminds me of a honeycomb, and it's just full of honey. It's definitely an interesting aesthetic. Now I'm thinking that
I'm sorry. Don't.
if we're gonna completely experience this, we're gonna need to try some of this flimsy, inedible looking connector tissue as well.
Now, I don't know about you, but mine has browned pretty quickly.
Interesting. I wouldn't say I'm experiencing the same.
All right, I'll try an edge piece here. You're talking about the skin, right?
I think the skin and this white stuff. But yeah, let's just get in here.
No, that's very, very, very bad. Very bad. Extremely bad.
Oh, that is
Ooh.
unbelievably
Ooh.
bad.
That. Oh, gosh.
I can't swallow that.
No. That is, I'm gonna wash it down with some of the seeds.
Might be
That's almost worse than the inside of the celery.
that might be the most bitter thing I've tasted.
Now, I've talked a lot about the juice, but I don't think I actually said anything about the flavor of these things. They're not super sweet.
No, they're not.
Like if I was comparing these to a berry, even though it's not a berry, it's a seed, but I would say it's closer to a cranberry or a raspberry as opposed to a blueberry or a strawberry. Is that fair?
I'd say I don't think it's even as sweet as a raspberry.
It's
You're looking at something
it's
like
tart,
a
not
blackberry.
bitter. Tart, not
Yeah.
bitter, right?
I think this is an enjoyable experience.
I think you well, you dropped a few. I think more than the taste here, the word experience is what resonates with me because I'm kind of having fun navigating this
Yeah.
whole thing. I think maybe if I had a spoon and I had taken the time to cut this into neater sections, that it's actually it's just fun to eat. They say don't play with your food, but
I'm actually astounded at how brown yours is going because I'm not having that problem at all with mine.
mine has given up. It's ready to rot. These seeds, I think, are looking for soil. The rest of the plant, the fruit, is really just done. It's not.
Mine, I guess
It's not making any effort really to.
Mine had a little more fight in it.
Yeah, I mean it's disappointing that mine didn't really hold up as well, but it obviously isn't true for all pomegranates. You thought that your pale seeds may not be as good, but they taste fine, I assume, right?
Yeah, they're.
Let me try one of yours. Yeah, tastes exactly the same. It's nice to see consistency of flavor.
I think I'm prepared to give this a grade. I don't find myself feeling extraordinarily either way about it. So I'm going to go with a B for this. It's a fun experience. The flavor is solid, but there's a lot of fruits I would rather eat from a pure flavor standpoint. The seed itself was a bit of a nuisance, but not enough of one to really interrupt the experience. So I don't know, a B feels about right for this.
I think I'm agreeing with you on a B there. It leaves me longing for something, but I'm not sure what it is. Because I don't know that I need this to be sweet. I think I just need it to be maybe a little more accessible. To maybe have the seed not be so prominent. I'm not really sure. Maybe I'm just
Also,
I'm being picky, and I'm not sure what I'm being picky about. I just know that this isn't killing it for me, but it's so fun to eat that I could see this being a monthly thing, not a weekly thing. I wouldn't eat this for breakfast.
Another thing is, while you eat this, it's hard to feel like you're... Like, I would never try and eat this if I wanted to feel full afterwards.
That's a very
Like,
good
it
point.
doesn't feel like... Because everything you're eating is in such small little quantities, even if you eat a lot of it, it just doesn't feel like you're... So this is just it's purely a snack for me. It's
But
not
then
even
again,
part of the meal.
I've just opened this up again, and look, I'm not even halfway through this whole fruit. There's so much left in there. I think this is a great sharing piece. I think you could pass it around the table. Everyone can take a quarter or maybe a fifth of it and just have a little nibble. It's refreshing. We've already given our grades, I guess.
Yeah,
we don't
it's
really need to go into more
Bs,
detail. 2 Bs.
True food reviews. It's fun. Enjoy it. Eat one piece for every commandment in the Torah. Study your Torah at home.
Yep,
And
for sure.
have a great afternoon. And hopefully we'll see you again on True Food Reviews.
Thank you. I'm Mark.
I'm Nick.